Good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1. For the News First team, I'm Dikmini De Silva. Let's start off with a look at the headlines. One person dies after falling ill while in the Aswasuma queue at the Ella Divisional Secretariat. French President to visit Sri Lanka tomorrow. Japanese Foreign Minister to land in the country tomorrow as well. Dental procedures at hospitals disrupted. Sri Lankan hospitals and health institutions owe a sum of approximately 3 billion rupees for the supply of electricity. Ukrainian Air Force intercepts 36 cruise missiles fired by Russia. Moving on to the top story, one person waiting in the queue at the Ella Divisional Secretariat has died after falling ill. The 77-year-old man was in the queue as he has informed to collect the selection letter for the Aswasuma Social Welfare Benefit Program. Ramasamy Kulandavelu, a resident of Pingaravatta Namanukula, has left home with the intention of collecting a letter for the Aswasuma Social Welfare Benefit Program. According to his family members, he had joined the queue at 8:30 a.m. The deceased has been taken to the Badula General Hospital for the post-mortem examination. 77-year-old Ramasamy Kulandavelu is a father of two. In more local news, Government Dental Surgeons Association says dental services at state hospitals have been hindered as a result of medicine and equipment shortage. Secretary of the Government Dental Surgeons Association, Dr. Manjula Herath, said government hospitals have a shortage of 1,300 medicine and medical equipment.
There's a shortage of 1,300 medicines and dental equipments in state hospitals. Government Dental Surgeons Association, along with other organizations, have given a list to the Health Ministry. The Ministry has not taken steps to provide any item on that list. As of now, the Asian Development Bank, the Asian Infrastructure Bank and the Investment Bank have provided close to $100 million to the Health Ministry. However, steps have not been taken to provide that amount to hospitals. Dental treatments at hospitals and teaching hospitals, including the National Dental Teaching Hospital, Maharagama Dental Health Institute, are completely disrupted. The patients must know several vital dental procedures cannot be performed due to this shortage. Only emergency treatments are performed in most places.
The Ceylon Electricity Board said Sri Lankan hospitals and health institutions owe a sum of approximately 3 billion rupees for the supply of electricity. CB General Manager Rohan Senaviratna said that the relevant bills should be settled by the Health Ministry directly with the Ceylon Electricity Board. The Ceylon Electricity Board said that the Colombo National Hospital has unsettled bills spanning across 5 months to the tune of 339 million rupees. The CB had informed the Colombo National Hospital to settle the payment. The CB General Manager, however, said that the supply of electricity will not be suspended for hospitals that do not make the payments. The National Water Supply and Drainage Board says plans are in place to increase water bills. General Manager of the National Water Supply and Drainage Board, Vasanthi Langasinghe, says this proposal has been directed to the Cabinet of Ministers for approval. If Cabinet approval is obtained, the water bills will be increased from August. However, the authorities are yet to reach a decision on the percentage increase in water bills. In other local news, French President Emmanuel Macron is expected to visit Sri Lanka while returning from Papua New Guinea. French media reported the President of France, Emmanuel Macron, will visit Sri Lanka on his return from Papua New Guinea on Friday night to Saturday morning. Reports said that the French President will meet with Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe during his brief stay. The historic visit is the first by a French President to Sri Lanka. The visit had not been announced in advance by the Presidency of the Republic. The head of state must first travel to Vanuatu on Thursday before going to Papua New Guinea for visits there, also historic since it is the first trip of a French president to country's Pacific independence. France is part of the group of countries that announced a common platform for talks among bilateral creditors to coordinate restructuring of Sri Lanka's debt. The other countries in the group are Japan and India. The Minister of Foreign Affairs of Japan, Hayashi Yoshimasa, is due to arrive in Sri Lanka on Friday for a 2-day visit. The Minister of Foreign Affairs said a 22-member delegation is due to arrive with the Japanese Foreign Minister. Japan's senior foreign policy coordinator Murakami Manabu and Director General of Southeast and Southwest Asian Affairs Arima Yutaka will also join the Japanese foreign minister's visit. The Japanese delegation is scheduled to meet the Sri Lankan president, the Prime Minister and the Minister of Foreign Affairs. The Minister of Foreign Affairs said the delegation is also expected to monitor the projects being implemented in Sri Lanka with Japanese aid. In more local news, the Consumer Affairs Authority says consumers will be able to purchase imported eggs through supermarkets from Thursday. Chairman of the Consumer Affairs Authority, Attorney Shantani Realis, said imported eggs will be sold at supermarkets for 40 rupees. He said imported eggs will be sold at Satos outlets for 35 rupees. Small and medium-scale poultry farmers in Akurasta say their industry is facing several problems as prices of egg importation and raw materials have risen significantly.
The chick that we bought for 95 rupees now costs 650 to 700 rupees, but we don't receive it on the day we need it. It gets delayed. When we ask for 500 chicks, we only get 300. When we feed and raise it for several months, we have to incur a huge cost. Consumers are saying that the prices of eggs and poultry is high and that they cannot afford to buy them for their children. What can we do? We are not getting any relief. Is the government helping us? They are importing everything and stealing out of it. What will happen to that money if it's given to the farmers?
The Satyagraha, launched by several farmers' organizations in Ambilipitia demanding a stringent program to provide water for their crops, is still underway. Farmers allege that although 4 days have passed, officials have failed to provide solutions to their demands.
65,000 acres of paddy fields in Valava Mitiyavata are being destroyed without water. Apart from the paddy fields, banana, papaya and other vegetable crops are also cultivated here. There is water in the Samanalavawa and it is not something that cannot be done. Release 25,000 acre feet of water from the Samanalavawa to the Udavalava reservoir for this harvesting season. The government, especially the Minister of Power and Energy, Kanchana Vijayasekara, said required capacity of water cannot be released from the Samanalavawa because it is needed for power generation. When the advanced level exam was being held, the people of Sri Lanka asked for a continuous supply of electricity. The government, which failed to do so at the time, is now destroying the lives of around 85,000 farming families, claiming it is to provide electricity.
මේ මොහොතේ විදුලිය ලබා දෙන්න කියලා ගොවි පවුල් 85000ගේ සමස්ත ජීවිතය අරුබුදයට යවලා තියෙනවා.
In other local news, Sri Lanka's police chief has given transfers to several senior superintendents of police with the approval of the National Police Commission. 7 senior superintendents of police, 4 acting senior superintendents of police and 1 superintendent of police were given transfers. Senior Superintendent of Police M.N.S. Mendis was transferred from the Police Field Force headquarters to the post of the Director of Child and Women Abuse Prevention Bureau. Senior Superintendent of Police C.M.N.T. Kumara, who was the Director of the Sri Lanka Police College, was transferred to the post of Director of the Criminal Intelligence Analysis and Prevention Division. Senior Superintendent of Police D.S. Vikramasinghe was moved to the post of Director of Research and Development Division from the Special Investigation Unit. Acting SSP C.W. Vikramasekara was moved from the post of Director of the Colombo Fraud Investigation Bureau to the Director of the Special Investigation Unit. SSP I.W.G.R. Kandewata was moved from the position of LPT Divisional Chief of Police to Personal Assistant of the Uva Provincial Senior Deputy Inspector General of Police. Acting SSP I.U. Lokuhetti was moved to the position of LPT Divisional Chief of Police from the Transport Division. SSP W.A.W.C. Premasiri was moved from the post of Vaunia Divisional Police Chief to Personal Assistant to the Inspector General of Police. Wildlife officers have started providing treatment to an elephant that was experiencing difficulties in moving about in Batticalow. That was experiencing difficulties in moving about in a farmland in Vandarumule, Batticalow. An elephant calf also reached the location while treatment was being provided to the female elephant. Thereafter, wildlife officers decided to move the calf away from the elephant to a nearby site in order to recommence treatment. That's a wrap of the lunchtime news. Join us again at 9 p.m. for prime time news on TV1.